It is a possibility. Lane's fine into the Kunkka. It does give you burst. And it just puts a lot more pressure on Jabs to kind of start these fights for you. We'll go for the Invoker, which we have seen from Abed, and again, going for Elitist, does have a lot of right-click. It goes for what we've seen from pretty much every Invoker player, double Wraith Band, Power Treads, Witchblade.
30 seconds to battle.
They're going to find it once again. Cuckoo's going to break, well, not even break a smoke, he's just going to walk in and gets rooted first hit, and now the blocks are coming out. Disruption will be there. Arrow completely whiffed by Akashi, and Cuckoo looking pretty dead here as he is not going to go down.
No.
Jabs is the one in trouble. Jabs is down. Cuckoo will make it out. Akashi, in the meantime, also in a bit of danger as Q will continue chasing the Mirana. Akashi does get an arrow off before he goes down, but now Arbed's gone. Q, is he able to get out? They'll throw the brambles, but I don't believe they'll have enough control for Q. Or will they? WS will keep chasing. Oh, here we go. Cuckoo's back. Disruption is here. And Q looking to die, but Cuckoo dropping low himself goes right towards Kaori. And now Kaoru's gone. Well, that's the kind of start you love to see from Makoto, who secures a triple kill. And Abed gives him to have fun.
But WS, after salve, is still just down to half HP. It's just very unplayable right now for the Underlord.
It certainly is, and Jokam going to be so careful not to get rooted by this bear. It's just so much damage already. Like, they're trying to abuse the Firestorm, but WS just can't even get close to the creep wave. He's just dead. And you look at Kaori the way he's playing, it's so frustrating.
And that is playing into what Jabs would want here as well. So you're finding basically everything you'd want in every lane for Aurora. Maybe except the mid. This is going a little bit better for Mikado off the back of that triple kill in the rune. But beyond that, it's just...
Bit of revenge here onto Kaori, but Q's TPing in to try and trade. Shards perfectly on target, and it seems like WS is gonna have to pay for this. Jokam does get away, but you've lost the bigger target anyway. And that's all for the sake of a position 5 sniper. And Jokam, he doesn't have any sentry ward, so he can't de-ward that large cam. So sadly, I was going to say maybe he can finally de-ward, but apparently not. Mid lane, Makoto is also dead. Another nice rotation here from Q as he jukes out the boat just on top. I mean, why not?
But the Underlord, at the very least, in this game for WS, doesn't need too much farm, although you will want your Aura items to be up before you start to feel really effective here. Whereas for Aurora, they're just going to be smoking around again with Abed. Double Wraith Band up, Power Treads up, has the levels, can go hunting.
They are trying now. It looks like WS is going to move in. They have caught Jabs already. It's a nice start for Talon as a Pit of Malice now going to catch 2 of them. Kaori and Abed on the run. Here comes TA2000 on the lone druid as they do actually kill off Q to boot.
Don't manage to steal out that one camp. One other camp is exposed, and they are setting up for that siege now on Aurora's end.
WS can be caught. They are going to leave him alone. They won't bother trying to save WS here. And in fairness, WS doesn't really have much going on for him at the moment anyway. So it seems that this is around the time where both teams probably looking to just slow down. Jabs, though, maybe looking to pick off Akashi, but unable to get within range for the arena. Makoto now showing up looking for Jabs. WS will TP in with the Fiend's Gate, though he does drop the arena, and now the Snowball to buy a bit of time from Q. But into the Pit of Malice, it is not going to mean too much, as Jabs will continue trying to run, and in fact has not made it out. Does go down, and so will Q by the looks of it. Another great fight here for Talon. WS just going right into the pipe build-up. There's the full Gleipnir on TA2000 now available. Now, obviously, we've seen how powerful that item is. Can't wait to see this one nerfed. Bottom lane. Q caught into a torrent. Pit of Malice to lock him down, but TA2000 with the Gleipnir is going to throw it onto 2. Makoto's the target, but he got the boat off in time, so the run buff is there. Terrorize committed as well, but the arena now locking down the Kunkka, but the disruption is going to save. They'll throw a Sunstrike out, but Makoto is perfectly fine. He'll survive as now Abed going to get X'd up. Torrent will connect. Abed in pretty big trouble. The drinking buddies to drag him away from the Pit of Malice. Can they kill the Invoker? It looks like they might try and they'll get him. Akashi though! How did Akashi go down?
He jumped forward.
WS in danger. Trying to get out. Jabs will jump back in, but Jocam's going to go for the fight with the Bedlam. Spear away. He will survive, but not for long. Jabs is down, but they'll still kill Jocam. They'll go for more. Makoto acting as the carry for his team. As Kaori's going to try for a TP play out, but there's no chance in hell.
There is still a tier 1, so you're not going to be flanking that much further in, unless they want to take the side route into the Tormentor area.
Tormentor actually getting these heroes very low. Kashi, be careful, sir. Be very careful, sir.
Oh, Lord.
Boy. Oh, there we go. It happens.
No opportunity to really fight. We'll have to just sit back and watch it get poked down. Down to 480 HP. Aurora. Another smoke out here. Arena's down, though.
Oh, the spear misses. Jocam didn't even avoid it. It just completely whiffed here from Jabs. It still won't matter. Jabs able to set up for Jocam's death. Looks like they might have to sacrifice TA2000's bear, though. At least the first bear. But no, not even. It's still fine. It's just running away. They're not going to commit for it. So Aurora suddenly getting away with a little bit. No fear right now on the Underlord. He's a very tanky boy. The Aurora, they're waiting. They know he's there. Here comes the rest of the squad. TA, he's going to go run after Jocam, trying to burst down the Dark Willow, but he's going to be okay for now. Instead, Bosku's the one to go down first. They'll try the WS now with the shards blocking him in. It's a very hard survival for WS, but the boats are now going to fly in from Makoto, and that'll give the buff required. In fact, no, it won't. WS still ends up going down. Arbit able to claim the kill for himself, and Aurora, they want to punish more. Makoto's being chased down. Arena perfect from Jabs. Gonna lock him in. And poor old Makoto looks like he is set for the graveyard. In fact, they've even found Akashi now. Buyback's incoming. WS is gonna try and rejoin the team fight. Akashi will get to work. Q will go down, but TA2000's bear is the big problem. Is Jabs in danger now as well? Akashi moving on to the Mars does take him down to boot. Kaori also in danger here to Bosku, but he does get the TP away. Refresher Orb now fully completed for Akashi, so you do have those Solar Flares now available for the next fight. Or rather bottom lane, Cuckoo gets caught. Jab's able to get a nice arena on Cuckoo, but Cuckoo has bought himself a tiny bit of time. It just won't be enough. Here comes Akashi though. Q's the target. The Tusk is dead. Nice trade here for the Tusk. Oh, Makoto, he may get spotted first. They get the spear off. Jabs with a beautiful setup, and Makoto is gone. Perfect start here for Aurora. Terrorize is out to try and help out as Makoto now has brought back into the fight. Jabs, he'll get another arena, but Cuckoo is perfectly fine through this one. TA2000 trying to make his gap close there as he gets Cuckoo on the Shadow Demon, but is it going to cost him? The boat will come in. TA2000, he's dropping pretty darn quick. Q, he'll get the snowball off in time, but is it enough? TA, he's gone. Q dropping low, so is Jabs now as well. Hell, even Roshan getting involved. They found the Tusk. Q will drop. Meanwhile, Roshan bashing Makoto as they are chasing Jabs, but Jabs jumps back in for Akashi. Is there a TP cancel? There is. Makoto will get the torrent. Jabs looking to go down eventually here. And that should mean Talon will have dibs on Roshan. But do they have the damage for it? They lost Akashi at the last second.
T2000 in the same spot to break the smoke.
Let's break it. T2000. They'll see him though with the Pit of Malice locking him down. Torrent will be there as well. Jabs will drop the arena onto 2 targets, but it's a big boat from Makoto flying right into TA2000. And he's gone. The boat's just locking him down constantly as now Aurora need to get the hell out. The fight's over. Roshan is Talon's. And I mean, it was the same spot to break the smoke, but this time Talon were ready for it.
And I'm a little bit surprised it was TA2000 standing in that spot to break the smoke. WS did have Shivas to start to check the tree line a little bit better this time around.
Jabs is just creep skipping on the Mars, not allowing them to get too close to the high ground, but he can't deal with the siege creeps. So there is still 2 siege creeps on the way. Q does have that Axe up, and there's the kick. He's got Akashi with that kick back, and that'll be the Aegis down. A beautiful start already as the arena now catching out WS. The spear, way too early on Akashi. He'll leap out of the arena. WS will take no damage. They'll move in with the Spirit Bear now. TA2000, but the Bear is just melting to the Firestorm of WS as they drop another arena now. That's the secondary, but Cuckoo, he's in to save. WS still fine for now. Will pop the Shivers Guard, continuing to fight as now Akashi. He'll jump in with the secondary Solar Flare. It's not looking too good for the side of Aurora, as they'll lose Jabs, but they'll buy back immediately. Q is down a boot. No buyback on the support duo. There goes Abed. He'll buy back, but it's a 3 versus 5 situation. Aurora in dire straits as Jabs has jumped in for a spear, but it lands on nothing. Arrow will connect. Jabs maybe set to fall. And that'll be an immediate dieback on the Mars, as it seems like game 1 should be going the way of Talon. They'll lose TA2000, though he'll buy back another time, but he's got no bear to respawn. It's on cooldown. What can you do with no bear as the bear man? Joe Camp gonna jump in, and that'll be a lone druid gone a second time, and that should be enough to call it. I mean, Arbet's still alive, and so is Cowrie, but that'll be it. GG is called. Talon will claim game 1.
And they claim it in fairly strong fashion as well. We see some big plays coming out there from Aurora. You know, they do manage to go for this lone druid for TA2000, which they get to have fun now with this offlane. It is a lot of teleportation potential from Aurora. We saw WS doing this to catch up last time. So we are getting a Wind Ranger support. Actually, no. We're just getting the WS Kunkka. The Marcy support still coming out for Cuckoo. The damage output of TA in laning phase just cannot be underestimated.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Cowrie?
It is pretty dumb. Cowrie, a bit of danger here, does go down. That'll be first blood to go the way of WS. It's like TA2000 desperately trying to get a trade here against Joe Cam, and Joe Cam ate the wrong tree, sadly. Got blocked by the other tree outside of the sprout. What can you do? It happened. This bottom lane now, a bit of action as well, but looks like both sides going to be okay to retreat.
And does lead into some nice burst plays on hand. Onto Cowrie in particular. Do have to be a little bit cautious about that, but as Cowrie approaches level 3, that shouldn't be an issue later on the line. Of course, with how active Jokam is in the lane as well, he's not able to really stack up. They are getting a chase down here.
Dude, Q goes down. Cuckoo being very annoying here on this Marcy is now Jabs is in trouble. Akashi's going to be there to back him up. He's got a dispose available now, but he can't get within range yet because of the damn creeps. Eventually, he will land it, and Jabs might actually just be set to go down as Cuckoo. He'll set up a double kill down at the bottom lane.
It is not fun for Abed right now. Mikado's going to have some great timings into Power Treads, into maybe Dragonlance or Deso, into Blink. And that's where this lineup really starts to get going.
Bit more action down at this bottom lane. Looks like Jabs wants to pull the creep wave away, but he's in danger again. Cuckoo will move in. They've got Abed trying to connect. They'll see Abed moving in, so Cuckoo does back off, as now they'll turn their attention onto Akashi. No TP's coming from Talon, though Akashi's still running, looking back towards Jabs. Power shot does land. Cuckoo will get Jabs down, but it does cost them Akashi.
Jing was a proficient Marcy player that sometimes look a little bit flat. I wonder if this is also, you know, in a way, Cuckoo's just trying to prove a point, I guess. Because I remember when Jing, you know, when they were on the same team, Jing and Cuckoo, it wouldn't look as amazing as this. Cowrie getting chased a bit.
Certainly is. Cowrie does have the help of Q. Here comes TA2000 to boot, so few heroes coming in as Cowrie actually just uses the purification to kill off Jokam. WS, though, wants to keep going with the boat thrown out. Akashi's going to join in to boot, though he misses the shackle. WS now needing an escape plan, but the bushwhack is going to lock him down temporarily. WS now blocked by the sprout, but not quite. So even Akashi finding Cowrie with the power shot. It's now TA2000 trying to run. Torrent will not land, but the focus fire continues. And TA2000, he'll get shackled up here by Akashi. And will go down.
But I do appreciate all the small things Talon are doing. Like, look at Akashi's item build, right? Like, he opts for Power Treads Null over Arcane Boots. And that's just enough mana for him to play as they catch jabs out.
Well, they certainly do. Jabs, he'll be a big target to take down, and Akashi will happily do so. In fact, Cuckoo will turn around and take care of it.
The concern is that Talon gets a little bit too big, despite all of those defensive tools being up. That they will still overwhelm you. They do manage to punish Cuckoo at the very least.
Yeah, it's a dominating spree being handed the way of Q, so he'll be pretty happy with that. Nice little pick up here from Aurora. I think the big issue is going to be Makoto, though. Like, Makoto's just had the best start he could have asked for, and here we go. They're going to try and take him down. Refraction is gone. Silence is there. Makoto's still trying to run through the spout. Does make it for now as the lasso is out onto one. TA2000's the target. Makoto's still alive. In fact, he's farming right now. Makoto's still being chased by creeps. But he's alright. Meanwhile, Jabs and Arbit have both been lost as TA2000 now being targeted. A beautiful rebound from Cuckoo. TA2000 going down. A triple kill for WS. And they want more. They'll chase down the Squirrel and Q for a full team wipe if they can find him. Q, though, juking, breaking some ankles, but not for long. An ultra kill for WS. They could still look to Arbit. Arbit decides to farm the creep wave.
Oh, Jesus, Kaori. He's Guardian Angeling himself.
Oh boy. Well, Arbit's still being chased here, but it looks like he's alright. Kaori's the one in trouble. They're going to bring in some more here with Jabs. Peter manages to lock down the TA. Has he gone too far? I think he may just have. Is he still going to try for Kaori? But no. Makoto going down. Really within their spike at the moment. Not really advised to fight them.
And it isn't. Just going to take Roche for free. Aegis for Mikado coming in. And that little gold injection does help Cuckoo. He's only lacking the recipe now for the BKB on our pause 5, Marcy.
They've caught the Omni Knight again. Kaori having a very rough time. Will pop the Guardian Angel once again, but it doesn't really seem like he's got a chance out of this.
Gate up top could be nice. Jabs and Q are a bit forward.
Makoto's here as well. He just came through the twin gate. Jokam, he might die for this, but Makoto might just clean up anyway. Still, oh, there's a lot of heroes here. Q is set to fall and does go down, so Makoto does find a trade, but now the Dream Call to lock him down on the TA. Cuckoo's going to jump in right onto Jabs. Makoto's still in pretty big trouble. Will turn around and try to fight this one out as Jabs has gone too far and will just die. They get very close to... Oh, TA. TA2000 also caught out with the torrent of WS.
Like, they can't even kill him without it. He's just... He, again, knows the ins and outs of how far he can push himself with his shield. They get the jump.
They're going to try and fight. It's a nice dream call from Arbit, but the boat's going to fly in, just tanking everyone up. Q is going to die. Jab's still trying to chase Jokam, just trying to go back through the Fiend's gate now, but he might just drop. No, he makes... He's out of there. But I can't say the same for the rest of them, as Kaori is gone. TA2000 caught by a lasso of Jokam. Also going down, as Jokam will get tipped here by WS. They've still got about 3 minutes on the Aegis of Makoto as well, so there's plenty of time to just get your items and HP. In fact, never mind the reset. They're going again. They've smoked up. I mean, you really only did use the BKB of Cuckoo anyways. Maybe you lose the Aegis here and you do. The wraparound though. WS coming in from the left side, ready to help out as Makoto getting a little bit far. Does get the Dream Core, but is still fine. They're moving in now. TA2000. Oh, he's just melting. Akashi with a triple kill. Jabs barely avoiding the torrent coming in from WS, but my goodness, Akashi just sending arrows everywhere. 2 buybacks committed. WS, another tidal wave out, catching TA2000 by the fountain. TA2000 going to be fine, but Kaori is not, and Jabs is not either. Both are down. Arbit, he's... Oh, Akashi! He's just found it diving. Screw it. GG. Alright, Talon. I'll tell you, John, I wasn't expecting a 2-0 for the first 2 games of this best of 5 from Talon, of all things, but here we are.
It is a possibility. Lanes fine into the Konko. It does give you burst. And it just puts a lot more pressure on Jabs to kind of start these fights for you. We'll go for the
Never mind,
Invoker,
Conker.
which we have seen from Abed, and again, going for Elitist, does have a lot of right-click. It goes for what we've seen from pretty much every Invoker player, double Wraith Band, Power Treads, Witchblade. Yeah, I thought that would be Abed talking to Cuckoo, but it's Akashi apparently. I didn't know they would talk to each other. Heck, I didn't know Abed talked to anyone outside of his teams. Right?
Sure, doesn't talk to us, John. I'll tell you that.
I mean, yo, he did talk to us to tell us that the Watermelon Sinigang was not good, as they get first blood somehow up top.
But it was good, John. Akashi does
It
get
was.
first blood. Kaori's rotated now. Top lane. See if they can set up onto Akashi. I mean, Cuckoo's going to run into Jabs. They've brought Jokam over as well, so it's a 3v3. Akashi is dropping low, though, still trying to go for the man fight, and actually gets him. Akashi will secure before he does go down, so he at least gets a bit of golden XP out of this. And they'll even find Q on the Snapfire. Kaori.
So they will have this big source still standing, but it is blocked with a sentry, so they can't get any further stacks to accelerate up. 1 to 4, game state still holding steady, but they are TPing down bot here.
They certainly are. Jokam going to be X'd up here. Should be going down very easily, but does at least tank the gank for WS. Jabs will come in for a nice quickie and...
LBS, perhaps? No?
Makoto will get stunned up here on the puck. Arrow's going to connect as well. Makoto is gone. That's a very nice pick off here for Aurora.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hook is out. Cuckoo, he's going to find Arbet. The Doom is out immediately from WS. There's a lot of heroes here from Aurora to try and fight back, but I don't know if they can really do so quite yet. They'll try to move onto WS, but the Doom will walk his way out as TA2000 now dropping quite low on the Meepo. He'll go into the Mega Meepo form to save himself. Meanwhile, Jabs now being targeted does go down on the Kunkka. So it is one down. Chase continues. They want TA2000. They want the Meepo dead. But I think they might have to settle for somebody else because TA is a bit too tanky. He's going to be fine. Very nice from Cuckoo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Could be in a bit of danger. Stun will be out from Arbit. They desperately want some kind of kill here on Aurora. This time it seems like they'll have the Doom kill. That's a nice one. We saw that last engagement as well. Like, early on, this Mega Meepo isn't really as tanky as you would quite hope, as it seems like Aurora, they are going to go for a 4-man smoke now, hoping to go back into their own jungle and find WS, perhaps. But a very good read from Talon, realizing the smoke is incoming. They look to retreat. Makoto, though, maybe not getting the memo, but still gets the jauntaways. Now they pop the Doom right onto Arbed. Arbed, a sitting duck. They'll break the coil with the cookie, but he is as good as there's another hook shot. Cuckoo, he's going to find Q, and Q has no way out of this. He's down once again. Looks like Akashi, who'll get some information with these illusions. The Rocket Flare will see some vision here over Q on the Roshan pit. Aurora, they'll just hide in the tree line for now, waiting for the right moment, as it looks like they are going to jump in here with Makoto, but he got silenced up. Doom is out, right onto the Meepo, onto the Mega Meepo, in fact. In a bit of danger now is TA2000. Meanwhile, Akashi just getting right to work, doing so much damage. We'll take both of them down. Jabs is gone, along as well as TA2000. And WS just finding the perfect target. It's kind of the thing for the Meepo. Like, if he's already in the Mega Meepo form and you doom him, he just can do nothing.
Most of their damage is actually this DK. It's really just this dragon form, this cleave damage, the splash damage he has, his durability. All of that gets taken away when he's isolated with this big stun from Mikado.
So Jabs pops the blade now, just a little bit afraid of the initiation. This hook shot is out. They caught the Mirana. Cuckoo from a mile away catching Kaori, and Cuckoo's got some kind of vendetta against Kaori, just consistently spamming the voice line every time. Now they've found Jabs as well. Jabs, he's a bit of a tankier boy, but still he's in huge trouble as they'll just drop the Eclipse from Akashi. Here we go again, Jonathan. 3-man smoke is out. They found TA2000. The Meepo again in the Mega Meepo form with WS with no hesitation, and the hook shot. Cuckoo right on target, blocking him in. TA trying to run, but this Doom has made it absolutely impossible for him to survive. He will die another time.
But you can't do that when you're up against Luna. And you have the glaives fired in Lucent Beam, you have the glaives bouncing around, just so much damage that is spread across every single Meepo that you could just die. TA?
It's very challenging. Bottom lane, TA2000, he's in trouble. And look at the Doom out again from WS. The perfect timing. The problem is there's no real backup. Oh, Makoto, he's coming. They've got the puck here. They're going to lose WS, but can Makoto really keep going here after this Meepo? I think the answer is maybe no. Makoto may have gone a bit too far, but here comes Cuckoo to try and help out. They'll take down Q. Kaori almost dropping to boot. Akashi trying to chase. So is Makoto, but a very nice torrent holding them back.
Talon just going to be hugging that triangle. They're getting a great job done here on maybe just trying to cut this creep wave with TA2000. Just to try to stall, but doesn't commit for it. So mid creep wave just going to be shoving in. High ground still available for Talon. Akashi does not care.
No, he does not. He still has those 2 lives available. Akashi is slowly losing his first life, but TA2000 is gone!
Ah.
Oh, TA2000 is gone without buyback. Akashi just manned up through all the damage
Cuckoo
output, as
again.
now they've got Jabs as well. Cuckoo with the hook. Jabs will survive. Aegis is gone now for Akashi, but without TA2000, it feels like you are lacking a lot of fight, as Makoto now, sensing that they can just put a lid on this game, has moved in. He'll find Q as well. It's a 3v5 scenario, and Talon are one ancient away from proceeding through this grand final to DreamLeague Season 24, and I think they might just have it here, John. There's too much time. Too much time for Aurora to have to wait for TA, and they call it. GG is called. Talon.
Jeez.
3-0ing Aurora in a best-of-5 grand final. How about that?
Not what I expected at all coming into this final day here, Michael Phoenix. Not at all.